Alrighty, so we're out on the adventure bike. There was a lot of speculated plans, you know, to go on another e-bike ride or to get out. You know, the temperature's great, even though it's winter. Temperature's great, and to get out on the dirt bike and go somewhere again, who knows? You know, Hawthorne again, or, because you can never get enough ride time in. But anyway, I was supposed to meet my friend in Virginia City. He's like, meet me there in 30 minutes. I'm like, I can't get there in 30 minutes. It's probably a 20-25 minute ride from my house, and I gotta get dressed, and I gotta get my bike prepped and get gas because it was empty. So anyway, I told him to go on into Reno. He bought a new Aprilia street bike. I don't know what size it is. At least 1,000 cc or 1,100, or I'll have to ask him. But it's a very awesome, sick bike for sure. You know, like 175, 180 horsepower. Thing's awesome. But I was supposed to meet him in BC, but you know, trying to get everything ready. I wasn't ready to go on the spur of the moment, and I had to get gas because my gas light was flashing from my last ride. So I usually keep my gas tanks full, but not always. So anyway, we're going up into BC, then we'll go down Geiger and meet him at Cycle Gear in Reno over by Plum. He wants to buy a new helmet. He's probably got as many helmets as me, but you know, his last new purchase of a helmet was probably a year ago. He tells me ancient, but probably a year ago. You know, my poor helmet is like 3 or 4 years old now. You know, I won't be able to buy a new helmet for a while, which is okay. They're okay unless you crash and bump your head, then you need a new helmet. And I have lots of helmets anyway. Most of them are dirt bike helmets. And I love these adventure helmets because I like the shield without wearing goggles. It saves you expense on goggles, you know. Goggles are expensive. They can run over $100 if you get something you like. Or $15 if you get China, and that probably won't be $15 anymore. Anyway, I'm just ranting, but you know, I like this shield on the front of the helmet. So I wear my adventure helmets more than my dirt bike helmets. I probably got 8 dirt bike helmets, and a couple of them are almost brand new, probably worn 2 or 3 times. But anyway, I like the adventure helmets. I like the shield, so you don't have to put goggles on. I could put goggles on under this and then open the shield for air. But anyway, blah blah blah. I do need to get a new jacket. I've got plenty of riding pants, but I don't have any jackets, so I'm gonna kind of look and see what they got today at Cycle Gear. They have some good sales sometimes. I probably won't be buying anything, but something to look at for the future. Yep. All right. Talk to you soon. All right, just riding through BC here. We're not going to ride through town. I'm going to turn up here New houses and old houses. New houses and old houses. You know, some of these places like that one, they're probably 75, 100 years old. And then others are not that old. So I went on a nice evening ride on the mountain bike, on the China bike, and it was a blast. I went on new road exploring, and of course it was later in the evening, so I couldn't finish my exploring. It was climbing some pretty steep, rocky roads. Pretty steep, rocky roads. Stuff I wouldn't want to be on my dirt bike. Could you do it on a dirt bike? Yeah, but I wouldn't want to be on my dirt bike. I mean, the mountain bike was hard enough. I did have to walk it a couple times for 20 yards or so to get through some boulders. But it was fun. Watch that video. It's long. It's an hour and a half. I always try to make short videos, but that just doesn't happen. But I enjoy watching them. Alright. Talk to you soon. Alrighty. Coming into Reno. You know, I got 80/20 adventure tires on this bike, so don't really rail it through the corners. And there's highway patrolmen up there because they're wanting you to rail it through the corners. So, but anyway, I didn't think to turn the camera on for a moment, but that's the fun part of the trip into Reno, right? Is the going through the corners down Geiger. Pretty good as long as there's not any rocks or sand on the road. That happens every now and then. Alrighty. Alright, so got off the freeway here. We're almost to Cycle Gear. Yeah, the freeway has a lot of those expansion joints in this bike, you know. Bounces down the freeway. I'm sure there's probably some adjustment I could do to it so it wouldn't do that, but yeah. our friendly cycle gear. Yep, Ryan in his new helmet. He's looking good.
$1,000 with this visor.
New helmet, new bike, new.
$1,000 with this visor.
Yeah.
Helmet's 800 or so. Yeah, 800, and then 750 or 800, and then this $220.
Yeah.
He gave it to me for $904 out the door. He gave me a good deal.
That's awesome.
Just gotta ask.
Awesome, bro.
Just gotta ask, sir. Sometimes they say yes, sometimes they say no.
I know it. You're good at dealing.
Huh?
You're good at willing and dealing. Cash talks. Looking good, sir. Jeez, your backpack's like 2 pounds. Mine's like 40. Huh?
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hop on the freeway and we'll just get off on Moana, yeah?
Okay.
Or no, I want to go. Yeah, because I want to go to Circle Deal.
You know, I can't go as fast as you because this box is going to slow me down. I'm just teasing you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm still recording, but that's good. I've been run over in parking lots twice before on motorcycles, so people don't watch for you. So I'm glad I'm still recording because I was about to turn it on just in case. You know, people like to hit you and then try to blame it on you. Your blinker, sir. Lord, let us get out here safely. Wow. Yep.
$5.33 a gallon. That's crazy, dude. Well, fucking Daddy Trump's fucking everything up.
No, he's not. He's fixing it.
Well, he's fucking on my wife's dog. I might lose everything.
I'm sorry, but he's fixing it.
Yeah,
He's only been there for 2 months. They had 4 years to mess it up.
You see that China is
Yep.
104%? That's gonna start a fucking war, you think?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna speak about this one is Tuesday. Yeah, I almost thought. I have second thought. Maybe I'll have to add that one, but what the heck? It has to be 450 for non. Hey, how you doing, sir? I'm already kind of Googling over, what's his name, Steven? Yeah, I've got my eye on this Triumph now. No, I do stuff by to see how much they're going to charge me. I like to do all. I wish I would have got one. No, I'm happy with it. Look at this one, Jubal. This is the limited edition one.
So out of all the trailers in here, how did you decide which one you want?
How did I decide?
Yeah.
Just the one that was the best bang for the dollar and wouldn't hurt my wrist.
He literally just does the same thing I did. He just bought the same book.
Oh, you won't. Yeah.
I used to have a V4, so I crashed it, but.
You did have an argument?
Yeah.
Oh, so you know about that.
Yeah, these bitches go.
You bought the last one? Is that the last one?
That's the one I saw. The more 24 left.
Yeah, the 25 refresh.
I looked at the refresh. I didn't see enough to give a shit.
Yeah, mine's out there.
Always being like that
I
far
just
down.
got rid of a Ninja 1000.
All right, just leaving the bike shop. Getting on the freeway. course, today, well, it's a weekday, but we've got highway patrol and all kinds of goody policemen's out today. It must be it's not end of the month quota. Not like we would be speeding like crazy up this, because I didn't come down very fast, but you know, they're out giving everybody tickets, so. You know, so all those people who drive through Mound House every night going home, you know, driving 70 through Mound House, they don't get tickets. It's a nice day to be out riding. I don't know, what is the temp? Yeah, it's like, well, the thermometer on my dash says 73. It could be 73. It was supposed to get up to 80 today, so it could be tipping off at 80 today. We will see, yeah, 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 yeah.
a cigarette, do some sightseeing?
Yep.
Because I don't want that cop thinking we pulled over for him.
Oh, I know.
Well,
Did you see the other cops?
they were telling...
They were telling us a cop's behind us. That was funny.
Huh?
They were telling us a cop's behind us.
He was going to get us.
I don't think so.
I goosed it, but I only went right to the speed limit.
I did too, yeah.
He's like, I'm going to get these kids, and then we're all behaving.
Yeah. We'll get a little bit of Geiger grade. I'll probably edit some of it out. You know, there's tons of cops up here. Hopefully I got it on video earlier. 2 motorcycle cops coming down Geiger grade were patting their helmets, telling us there was a cop right behind us. It's pretty funny. It was cool. Wasn't like we were gonna be speeding like crazy, you know, because I came down this maybe 3 or 4 miles per hour over the speed limit, but everybody speeds on this road, and it's fun to rail it sometimes, you know. Even on this bike, I used to have Dunlop Trail Max Missions, and those tires grip the road like crazy, so they're not bad in the dirt, but I could rail this road with those on there. I crashed on this road before with a Kawasaki 750. I stayed in the middle of the road, but I laid it down. Because of some ice, actually. It was in a shadowed part of the road back behind me. And, I hit the ice going across the road and laid it down. So I don't like riding this road too much when it's, you know, winterish time, and you know that there's ice and stuff could be on the road, because there's that one section that hardly ever sees sunlight. It only sees sunlight maybe an hour during the day, maybe. And if there's going to be ice, that's where it's going to be. I love street bikes, you know, like Ryan has. I would love to have a crotch rocket, but, you know, that thing's begging him to twist the throttle right now. It's like, come on, man, twist it. Twist it. Just twist it. You know, and the only place to ride those where you can have fun on them, really fun, is to take it to the track. And we don't have a track close by. You lived in Vegas or California, or, yeah. But anyway, Ryan's pulling over. Huh?
I don't feel my wallet. Is my wallet in the middle pocket or the small pocket?
Yeah, it's right there.
Middle one?
Yeah, it's in the middle pocket.
It's all closed?
Huh?
It's all closed?
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't feel it in my butt, so I wanted to make
No, you didn't have it in your butt. You put it in your pack in the store.
I got a lot of credit cards.
Why aren't those guys getting busted? Alrighty, Virginia City is busy, of course. Not crazy busy, but busy. pretty busy. Yep, looks like they're refurbishing the church. Oh, the ward school. Sorry. The ward school. Huh?
Just chill, they're everywhere.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
Even unmarked.
Huh?
One behind us is unmarked.
Yeah. So we've had cops behind us 3 times, besides all the cops passing us going the other way. You know, it's probably one of the days I've seen the most cops ever. You'd think it was a holiday or something, or a weekend. It's not even a weekend. I don't think. It's not a holiday, right? That's a good line from It's a Wonderful Life. What's wrong, Uncle Billy? Is it a holiday? That's what I'm wondering. Why are all the cops out? Is it a holiday? Sand on these roads from the loader trucks. Yeah, dude. Anyway. Alright, well today Ryan and I went to Reno so he could get a new helmet and buy some stuff for his new Aprilia. And so we just had a road day to Reno and back, going up Geiger Grade and down the truck route, but we probably saw, no lie, about 20 cops, highway patrol, and I'm hoping hoping that I got one area where we had a cop following us right on our rear end, and the speed limit was 45, and so he was right on our butt. And then in the right-hand lane coming down from Geiger was two motorcycle highway patrolmen. And as they were approaching us and passing us, they were patting the top of their helmet, which signifies slow down because there's cops. You know, usually slow down because there's cops ahead, but they were telling us, you know, warning us, make sure, because they saw the cop behind us. It was pretty funny. We already knew the cop behind us was there, but they were warning us. The motorcycle cops were warning us of the highway patrolman behind us. It was pretty funny. So hopefully I got that on video, but I think I did. I'm not sure if I did, but it was pretty hilarious. Anyway, I should be home pretty soon. And, yep, another adventure.